The pastoralist agenda within the national political and policy of about 10 million. In the 12th Parliament, the pastoralist parliamentary group women, communities, and contribute to the functioning of the PPG. The PPG members' focus was on policy and youth, pastoralism and livestock productivity, equalization, productivity. And elected again for the second time, Senator Duale. In the 12th Parliament, PPG members sponsored 30 framework, policy and legislation on peace building, conflict management and cohesion, livestock and affected by insecurity, and our people need to have their lands registered.
Kwa hivyo karibu sana. Ya pili, tunakupa pongezi kwa uchaguzi wa kiongozi, haya mambo yaishi. Na sisi tunashirikiana na wewe kuhakikisha wazo si halali. Ningeomba ofisi ya serikali iregister illegal firearms ili uangalie haya maneno. Ya tatu, mambo ya maji. All pastoral areas leo ni mvua imenyesha, lakini tuko na shida ya maji. Juzi nilisikia kushirikiana na county government na national government utuchimbie boreholes kwa sababu hizo haziwezi kukauka. Mambo ya madawa ya kulevya na isaidia jamii ambaye wako katika hiyo sehemu. Maji ya mvua nyingi zinapotea katika sehemu za ukame. Huwezi kusaidia mtu leo na kesho. Ukimpatia mtu kilo 2, kilo 3 leo anakula, kesho ataenda wapi? Tuhakikishe ya kwamba interest ya pastoral communities yameweza kutimizika, tunaendesha. Na sisi tuko tayari kwa maendeleo, tuhakikishe ya kwamba watu wetu wamefaidika. Sisi tutajitahidi na uwe karibu.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Seneta. Nitaomba sasa nimwalike that has brought together residents from a number of counties.
We must have a conversation, a very candid conversation. Why is our area the most insecure part of Kenya? That conversation, we have a role to play. Why is Lefe insecure? Why is North Horr insecure? Why is Turkana South insecure? Why is our sister Lesuda elected twice crying every day on TV? As we wait for government, we are leaders, we must be part and parcel of the conversation to bring peace, stability and security to that. Your Excellency, I want to thank you. When even donors came out to build the road from Garbatula all the way to Mbadogash, to Habaswein, to Samatar, to Mandera, and you did a lot of consultation meetings. Part of the frustration the state was doing to you, you were even ministers and PSS were told, don't go to the office of the deputy president. They were sending clerks. It reached a stage where they even stopped sending clerks. We are very mature under your leadership, Your Excellency, and with Murkomen as a minister for roads. At least the road from Garbatula all the way to Mandera will be complete. Your Excellency, as these leaders sit here, 3/4 of, in fact 70% of the schools in these areas are closed. They have no teachers. In fact, like in Northeastern, I think the students were only in Garissa, Wajir, Mandera, Isiolo, and Marsabit town. You go to the rural constituencies, schools have been closed 5 years ago. That conversation, we must decide. We must sit down. And I really want, after the end of this 2-day session, you bring a blueprint document, of the 3-5 key issues that you want the president to address.
We as Muslims, we believe in something called predestination. God plans everything. It's by the grace of God that you are the president of the Republic of Kenya, the 5th president. This reality must dawn on everybody. Those who have not accepted this, I think are living in their own world. And you will be fighting God. And therefore, we want to ask you, we want to request you, as you have always done, and this group has always been abused because of different reasons. We shall never accept that particular scenario. Our government is this. This is the 5th president. This is the president the people of Kenya have chosen. This is the will of God. And therefore, any other imagination at this stage, you will be fighting your own maker. And you can't fight your own maker. So let's accept. In Parliament, I can assure you, and I speak here as the longest serving member of Parliament, policies that add value to our people, regardless of what somebody else thinks, will always be on our fingertips, and we will support it. And we fear nobody, we only fear Allah. So we will support, and that is our desire. And for you, when you plan, and I'm sure you're already planning, because some of the things that I'm seeing in the policy dispensations, hoping that some of the mandarins who have been derailing this will not have their way in derailing this in terms of policy discrimination. I'm sure in the next few years, the entire region, the entire country will see development in different phases. And I hope and pray that we'll have peace, we'll have good health, and we'll have that unity of purpose that will hold our country together, because elections come and go, but Kenya as an entity will remain. And I want to conclude by saying this. God had a purpose. When, in the making of the nation state of the Republic of Kenya, when God brought together 43 different nations with different dialects, with different cultures, to constitute one entity called the Sovereign Republic of Kenya. And that is where today, proudly, under our president, under the flag, and our currency, we have one united country. And therefore, I want to appeal to you, let's support the government of the day. One of the things that has affected this group, Your Excellency, is the issue of livestock marketing. During the colonial time, we used to have an organized livestock marketing routes. We used to have cattle migration routes. We used to have holding grounds, and KMC used to function. Your Excellency, the other day when you were in Baringo, I watched something. One of the colleagues said here, cattle rustling started after 1974. The question is, why was cattle rustling not there during the colonial time, and why is it rampant? Your Excellency, one of the things that has exacerbated and increased cattle rustling, which is actually the talk all over, is because of lack of livestock marketing. Your Excellency, the camel herder in my constituency has only one source of market, that is Ethiopia and Djibouti. And therefore, what has flourished right now are commercial cattle rustlers who benefit from that particular market. What they do is they steal from here, take them across the border, export them or sell them to the other parts. Your Excellency, one of the things that we will be pleading with you, and I know you will give us an opportunity to plan, is how to have a number of abattoirs in some of these counties, so that the cattle owner, the camel owner, the sheep owner can find, like now Wajir, Your Excellency, we have the second largest airport. Wajir can supply actually meat to the whole world. What it requires is a functioning abattoir. Your Excellency, the other bit which has affected, of course the issue of climate change is something that affects everybody. The other bit that has affected is the issue of perennial drought. Your Excellency, one of the things that you have been to a number of countries, a country like Spain is almost is a desert. A country like Saudi Arabia, Israel, Jordan, and many other countries. What they have done is, and I hope that policy that we have announced the other day will be implemented, is to harvest rainwaters actually from the torrential waters. If that is done, it can either be in the form of ponds or dams. Some of these things, the issue of food security will not be a problem. Your Excellency, we as a community, and I've used the word we are disorganized, because if every now and then we have problems in our backyard, and we invite for your attention, we invite you to come and solve, it is the high time that we as the leadership, we own and say and pronounce ourselves that we have challenges in our backyards, Challenges that never used to be there during the colonial time, and say never again will this be used as an impediment by the policy planners, by the government, because every time when a minister comes, it's insecurity. This clan has clashed with this group has stolen from this. I think it's also we need to make that commitment that we need to get rid of this from our backyards.